Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, and today I actually was able to pick up a pretty decent sized Star Wars figure collection from a buddy of mine who was looking to get rid of some of his figures. Now, most of this is from the 90s and forward, but it's actually some pretty decent stuff, some commons. He actually had quite a bit more, but it was all stuff I had, so I didn't need to get the whole thing. So I kind of cherry picked it essentially, and it took what I needed. And he gave me a really good deal. Basically, for the exception of a few figures that were a little more expensive, I basically got them at $1.50 a piece. So really can't complain. It's about 40 figures or so. So without further ado, I will start going through these. I'll try to go as quickly as I can. But before I go any further, just be sure to comment, like, subscribe on the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out. So go ahead and do that, and I will get started. So I'm going to get started with, this is probably what most of these figures are. And it's from the Power of the Force line, the red cards. So the original from 1995. Yeah, that's when this series came out. So the first one is Obi-Wan, and this is the Longsaber. And the Longsaber ones are worth a little more money. They're a little more rare. Next is the Death Star Gunner. A Tusken Raider. And again, these are all figures I actually did not have, so these are all new to me. I didn't want to get the whole thing because everything else would have been doubles for me, and it's not stuff that would be very easy to resell. I could have probably made a little bit of money on it, but the trouble would have been more than it's worth. So he kept the rest. I actually got about a third of his collection, essentially. So next one is R5D4. And this figure is actually gaining popularity because of because he was actually in Mandalorian. Luke in Stormtrooper disguise. Now this next figure is actually a custom. The figure itself was a mail-away figure, and my buddy got it, and he decided he was going to make a custom of it, and he put it on a card. So the figure is not a custom, but it's a custom to a card. And it's Han Solo in Stormtrooper disguise. Like it originally came without a box. It just came like in a little tiny wrapper, essentially. But he put it on this nice Han Solo card. So it's pretty cool. Next is some Jawas. Darth Vader, also with the long lightsaber. Again, which is a little rarer. Another Tusken Raider. Can't ever have too many of those. Here's a pretty good one. Greedo. A TIE Fighter pilot. Excuse me. Can never pronounce this guy's name. Maman Nadan. He was one of the aliens in the Cantina scene, I believe, in the original Star Wars. Tatooine Stormtrooper. Han in the Hoth gear from Empire Strikes Back. R2-D2. A New Hope Han. Chewbacca. And there's one more from the Power of the Force orange card line, which I'll save to the end because it's actually one of the better figures. So next I got some green carded ones. Bosk. Green carded Jawas. A green carded R5D4. And again, given his appearance in Mandalorian, figure it wouldn't be bad to get a few of these. A Snow Trooper. and the medic droid. It's actually a really nice looking figure. Let's see. Next is going to be a few figures from the original Clone Wars cartoon. The one that came out in between episodes 2 and 3. This was on Cartoon Network. I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but it was little shorts that were about 2 minutes each, and there were probably about 30 of them. And these figures are from that line. These are just clones. A plain clone trooper. Another clone trooper, but with the blue striping. Another clone trooper with the red stripes. And next is going to be some figures from the Shadows of the Empire line. This will actually complete the Shadows of the Empire line for me. I already had the other figures in this line, but this completes it for me. Dash Rendar. It's kind of like a Han Solo type character. This one is Luke in Imperial disguise. Leia in the Bosch disguise. It's kind of cool that it's in this card. And Chewbacca. Next is one from the Saga Collection line. It's just a Death Star gunner. One figure from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It's a clone trooper with a firing turret. This is actually kind of a rarer figure from this line. And the last 4 are probably the best ones that I got. Yeah, definitely. So, this next one comes from the Expanded Universe line, and I believe there were a total of 9 figures from this line, if I'm not mistaken. I already had 7 of them, so I was missing, obviously, 2, and this is one of them, so I'm still missing 1. And this one is the Princess Leia. And she's in her Jedi garb and stuff, so that's pretty cool. It's one of the few figures that they have of Leia like this. And there's a Thrawn in this series. It's actually a really good series of figures. The only one I'm missing at this point from that series is the Red Sentinel Trooper. Next is a figure from Episode 3, and it's actually one of the harder figures to get from Episode 3, Commander Gree. It's a really cool looking figure. Next is a 2-pack from Shadows of the Empire. It's Prince Caesar and Darth Vader. Shadows of the Empire was, obviously most people are familiar with the video game from N64, but it was actually a pretty good book, and they did a comic on it. It took place in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's not canon anymore, but it wasn't bad. I read the book, actually, and Prince Caesar is kind of like the what are they called now? What Darth Maul was running in Solo, Crimson Dawn. So he was almost in charge. Prince Caesar was in charge of that kind of syndicates, similar to Crimson Dawn. So it's a pretty cool story. And this last one is a figure that I've actually always wanted. It's and it's kind of cool that I finally got it. And the fact that there's a tie now from this figure to what happened in The Mandalorian is pretty cool. And the figure is Luke in his Jedi outfit. However, what makes this figure unique is that he has the brown vest, which makes this figure rarer than the normal one. The normal figures, he just has a black vest. In this one, I don't know how well you can see, but he's got a brown vest, and it's actually a rarer figure. So this is one of the ones which I paid a little more for. So that's it. Like I said, it was about a little under 40 figures. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to have to find some space for it all. I'm going to have to do a little rearranging, but that's okay. I always find a way. So thanks for sticking around for the whole video. Again, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys have picked up anything recently. And till next time, take care.